Good morning, everybody. It's just about 10 o'clock here, so we'll give everybody about 90 seconds here to finish logging in, and then we'll get started. All right, we'll go ahead and get started here. Good morning again, everybody. This is Tyler Finken with Western Marketing. First off, just wanted to thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules today, especially with AEP coming up, to join this webinar. We've got some really exciting stuff coming for you today. With me today, I have the National Sales Director at Ameritas, Todd Cowan, with us. And Todd is going to be going over some of the enhancements that are coming to the Ameritas dental products coming up here soon. So one thing that I do want to mention before we get started here is you should have a questions box on the side of your screen. If you do have questions at any time throughout the webinar here, please type those questions in there, and then Todd and I will do our best to answer those questions at the end of the call. So without further ado, Todd, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you.
Great. All right. Thank you, Tyler. I also want to thank everyone for taking time out of their busy day to visit with me. I'm going to use your time wisely today and move through this material quickly and give you the updates, the exciting updates on some new product enhancements. First of all, I want to start off by thanking Tyler and the entire leadership team at Western Marketing. On behalf of Ameritas, we are very proud of our relationship that we have with Western, and we're looking forward to another fantastic year partnering with those folks. So a couple of things we're going to talk about today are the product updates. At Ameritas, we enhance our products every year moving into open enrollment. We want to make sure that we've got the best in-class products from an individual dental and vision standpoint. So we're going to talk about our plan enhancements that are going to be rolled out for new business starting on 8/23. We'll talk a little bit about our vision products and some of the things that make us unique. And then you folks will be some of the first to hear of our new per app bonus that will compensate folks both for dental and vision starting with 9/1 business. So a little bit of information around Ameritas and our perspective related to the individual dental and vision marketplace. So there's really kind of three core values that we reinforce through product development or any sort of technology enhancement. And that's really product simplicity, ease of enrollment, and member value. We want to make sure that our individual dental portfolio is very simple, straightforward, easy for you to explain to your clients, easy for your consumers to understand. Enrollment, we want to make sure that the enrollment that's done through the unique URLs that each of our appointed agents have, we want to make sure that enrollment takes 3 minutes or less. We don't ask for things like social security numbers or anything that might slow down the enrollment process. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But again, ease of enrollment is important to us. And then lastly is member value. And so we're going to talk about a couple of different examples of member value, but a notable example would be, no waiting periods. We want to make sure that folks can enroll today, start their coverage as soon as tomorrow, and then begin to receive services for preventive, basic, and major services without any sort of waiting period. So that would be an example of that member value. And of course, all the products that we're going to talk about today are backed up by the Ameritas Dental Network. It's one of the largest networks in the country and provides some of the deepest discounts. And again, those deep discounts help reinforce that member value. So just a couple things to keep in mind as we talk through our product portfolios today. For those of you that may not be familiar with Ameritas, we are a mutual company that's based out of Lincoln, Nebraska. We've been in the individual dental space for over 30 years. We've been in dental overall since 1959, and we've been in the vision market since 1984. We've got one of the largest networks in the country with over 592,000 access points across the country, and those access points are serving over 11 million customers. Industry ratings at A+ for S&P and A for AM Best give you the confidence that the length of time that Ameritas has been in the business, the size of our in-force book of business, as well as our AM Best rating should give you and your clients confidence related to the stability of the business. The last thing that I want to mention on this slide is we are very proud to be recognized by Forbes earlier this year as the #1 dental carrier for seniors. So if you have not taken a look at that article, it's available on your producer portal, and we can make sure that you get a copy of that. But we're very proud to have been recognized by the Forbes folks. Talking a little bit, or shifting gears a little bit and talking about product innovation, I mentioned that we enhance our products every year as we move into open enrollment. We do a lot of market research. We work with the folks, for example, at Western, Tyler and his leadership team, as well as other distribution partners, get feedback on our plan design. And we want to make sure that when we enhance our plans, that we've got best in class and we're providing the greatest member value possible. So here's a couple of examples to keep in mind when we talk about our plan. Next day effective date. The dental plans that we talk about and the vision plans, you can enroll today, start your coverage tomorrow. No waiting periods on our plans. We've got a few exceptions. The state of Washington, for example, is an exception there. But outside of that, no waiting period. Credit for prior coverage. We launched our CPC, or credit for prior coverage benefit, last year. Very excited about that. For those of you that may not be familiar with the Ameritas credit for prior coverage, this helps folks that are transitioning off of a prior group plan or prior individual plan, and helps bridge that transition when they elect an Ameritas individual plan. And we'll give you some specifics on how those benefits are enhanced for those folks that qualify for CPC. And of course, our rating, we talked about our enrollment process. We rate by zip code, not age or gender. And then some of the other product innovations are around teeth whitening, of course, our embedded orthodontia and hearing benefit. Circling back to some of my earlier comment around product simplicity, ease of enrollment, member value. The chart that you see on the screen is an example of that kind of product simplicity or product consistency. So everywhere where you see that is in the darker blue, that means that we've got a consistent plan design across all of those states. Now, you don't have to remember or memorize those plan designs. The enrollment system is going to do that for you. The purpose of this slide is just to show you that for those folks that work in multiple states, we do have a consistent product design. For those states that are highlighted in maybe a little bit of a lighter blue here, we do have dental products available. However, there may be a slight variation to the benefit to make sure that we stay in compliance with any sort of state regulation. So again, dental products are available in all 50 states, and we do our best to keep it as consistent as possible across state lines. Circling back to credit for prior coverage, CPC is available on all of our dental plans that we're going to talk about here in just a second. Credit for prior coverage is available to those folks that are enrolling in an individual dental plan and they have not had a gap in coverage for greater than 2 months. So again, the time period from their prior plan to their effective date with Ameritas has been 2 months or less. Their prior coverage must have been enforced for at least 12 months. And all we're going to ask during the enrollment process is the policy number and the carrier name. Excuse me, that's all we're going to ask to qualify. When someone meets those criteria, we're going to move their coinsurance levels to the highest levels possible. So we're going to move their coinsurance to that second year benefit. So that's the advantage of CPC. Well, we do have a few states where credit for prior coverage is not approved. New Mexico, New York, and Washington would be examples of those states. CPC is not approved in those states. Okay, I want to move into our dental products now. Again, we've talked about product simplicity. We have 3 plans. The first plan that we want to talk about is our PrimeStar Lite. And again, this plan is going to be available on August 23rd. For those of you that are selling the Ameritas plan today and you have your enrollment link, you can still continue to use that same enrollment link when you log on the 23rd. These plans will appear. So this product was built for that price conscious, that value buyer in mind. This product has a price point right around that $25. So let's talk about the dental, the annual maximums on this product. Starts off at $750 for day 1 and increases to $1,500 after the first year. Preventive Plus. Preventive Plus is a market differentiator. For those of you that may not be familiar with this benefit, Preventive Plus means that preventive procedures are not deducted from the plan's annual maximum. Said a different way, Preventive Plus means that the annual maximum only applies to type 2 and type 3 services. The annual maximum does not apply to type 1 preventive services. What we're trying to do here is to save those annual maximums for those higher dollar items like crowns, dentures, bridges. So again, Preventive Plus is available on all 3 of our dental plans, and it is a market differentiator. Deductibles, $0 deductibles for type 1, $50 deductibles for type 2 and type 3. Preventive services, 100% for in-network, and that covers cleanings and exams. Basic services or type 2 services, bite wings, x-rays, fluoride sealants, and space maintainers start off at a 50% coinsurance and increase to 80% after the first 12 months. Type 3 services, that's root canals, gum disease, crowns, dentures, bridges, start off at 10% and increase to 20% after the first year. And again, this product was built for those folks that are looking for a dental plan right around that $25 plan. This is ideal for maybe a dependent child is age 26 or aging out of their parents' plan, or maybe it's an Uber driver or someone, again, kind of looking for that product that's focused on preventive services. Moving on to our second product called the Boost plan. This is our second dental plan. We had the under 65 population in mind. Again, anyone can enroll in this plan. The minimum age is 18, and there's no maximum age. So anyone can enroll, but we had those the families, the under 65 families in mind when we built this product. So let's take a look at the dental annual maximum. Start off at a $1,500 annual maximum on day 1. That increases to $2,000 after the first year. Preventive Plus, we've talked about what that means. That is an embedded benefit included in our Boost plan. Deductibles, $0 for type 1, $50 deductibles for type 2 and type 3. Preventive services, that's cleanings, bite wings, sealants, space maintainers, 100% day 1 coverage, no deductible. Basic services, fillings and simple extractions, start off at a 65% coinsurance, increase to 80% after the first 12 months. Major services, root canal, gum disease, crowns, bridges, dentures, implants, and teeth whitening. One of the market differentiators here. Teeth whitening is included in a major service. Starts off at 20% coinsurance, increases to 50% after the first year. This product does have child orthodontia at $1,000 lifetime max. I do want to maybe just take a quick second and give the illustration on how credit for prior coverage would work. So again, someone would enroll in a Boost plan during the enrollment process. Either you, if the agent is assisting with the enrollment, or if the consumer is enrolling themselves, can elect credit for prior coverage, they would enter in the name of their carrier and the policy number of their carrier. And if they do that, they would be moved to a $1,500 day one annual maximum. Their coinsurance level would be 100%. For preventive, basic coinsurance level would move on day one, would move to 80% for basic, and would move to on major, they'd move to 50%. So they would get $1,500, $180.50 next day effective date, a day one coverage. So that's an example of how credit for prior coverage works. Moving into our last dental plan, this product we call our Complete plan. This one was built with the senior in mind. Again, anyone can enroll in coverage, but we were thinking about our senior market when we built this product. Let's take a look at our dental annual maximum. It starts off at a $1,500 day one, increases to $3,000 after 12 months. Preventive Plus is included. We've talked about what that means. Deductible, zero deductibles for type 1, $50 deductible for type 2. Preventive services, exams, cleanings, and bite wings are at 100%. No deductible, no waiting period. Basic services are at 80%. First year increased to 90% after the first year. Major services are root canals, gum disease, crowns, bridges, dentures, implants. Start off at 20%, then increase to 50%. This product does have an embedded hearing benefit. The annual exam is a $75 benefit. And then, of course, the hearing aid benefit is $400 per ear after the first year. And again, if someone has credit for prior coverage, we're going to give them a $2,500 annual maximum, $190.50 on day one. We've talked a little bit about day one coverage, next day, and how next day services and how that creates member value. We want to touch a little bit on the power and the value around our provider network. These are PPO plans that are offering both in-network and out-of-network services. Here are some of the benefits of the Ameritas network. We have one of the largest networks in the country, 530,000 access points across the country. The dentist network charge is anywhere from 25 to 50% lower than their regular rates that they would charge someone who doesn't have any insurance. So that negotiated rate reduces that billed charge for Ameritas members. We do have providers both in US and Mexico, and the provider search tool does give the opportunity for folks to search for providers in Mexico. So I want to give a quick example of how the combination of that first dollar, day one coverage with no waiting period, how that combined with our network discounts helps create that member value. So we'll take a look at this example. A member were to walk into a dentist office, and that dentist tells the member that they need this uninsured person. They tell this uninsured person that they need to have a crown. Without having any insurance, that crown would cost on average $1,351. That member turns around and calls you, their agent. You enroll that person in an Ameritas plan. This example happens to be the Ameritas Complete plan. You enroll them in an Ameritas Complete plan that has day one coverage for crowns. Just by being an Ameritas member, that billed charge is reduced from $1,300 for that crown down to $622. That's the negotiated rate that Ameritas has for a crown. So that billed charge has been reduced down to $622. In addition, we layer in day one. We've talked about how the Complete plan has 20% coverage for day one services. So that $622 is further reduced down to $498. So within 24 hours, by you selling your member an Ameritas Complete plan, in this example, you have saved them the difference between $1,300 and $498. You've saved them 63%. So again, just an example of how the Ameritas Day One coverage and the network create that member value. So we talked about our 3 dental plans. Again, these products are going to be available on August 23rd. I want to switch gears a little bit and talk about our vision product. There's a couple things I'd like you to keep in mind when we talk about vision. A couple things that make you Ameritas unique. The first, Ameritas is the Ameritas Vision Plan can be sold either bundled with dental or standalone. So we're one of the few carriers that gives folks the option to bundle or sell standalone. In addition, we're the only individual dental carrier in the market that has relationships with two of the nation's largest vision provider networks. We have a relationship with IMED and a relationship with VSP. We've built a product for IMED, and we've built a product that accesses the VSP network. So again, Ameritas is the insurance carrier, and we access the IMED network in this example. So let's take a look at our first standalone vision plan. It's called our Select Plan. This product was built with that value buyer in mind. The exams are every 12 months. Eyeglass lenses and contacts are every 24 months. Frames are every 24 months. The deductible, the eye exam deductible, is $25, and this product has a $130 frame allowance. The price point on this product in most states is right around $11. So again, this is our IMED product, and you've got some of the examples of the brick and mortar locations that members can go and receive their vision services. Our second vision plan is called our Choice Vision Plan. Excuse me. The provider network is VSP on this Choice Plan. Take a look at the benefits. Eye exams every 12 months. Eyeglass lenses and contacts are every 12 months. And frames are every 12 months. So again, we call this one a 12-12-12. The deductibles on the prior plan were $25 for the exam. You can see the deductibles on this product are $10 for every exam. So again, the benefits are getting a little bit better. And then our frame allowance is $150 versus $130 on the prior plan. The price point for this product is right around $15. So again, we've talked about our three products for dental. We talked about the market differentiators, things that make the Ameritas products unique, credit for prior coverage, next day effective dates, no waiting periods would be a couple of examples. We talked about our vision plans can be sold standalone or bundled with dental. And then of course they access either the VSP or the IMED network. Just a couple of reminders, if you're not including dental and vision in your portfolio today, from Ameritas' perspective, dental and vision is an important part of the overall health of your clients. Not only to fill the coverage gap that exists in traditional Medicare today. So we know traditional Medicare does not cover dental, does not cover dentures or vision. So we think it's important to close those coverage gaps. In addition to that, we know today that gum disease is associated with nearly 60 other health problems. So going to a dentist and having those gum diseases treated, that gum disease treated, can help someone avoid larger health problems down the way. We know that tooth decay affects 90% of the adults ages 20 to 64. So having a dental plan that covers preventive services is very important. We know that 1 in 5 Americans say their vision provider detected non-eye related health issues. So again, just a couple reminders to make sure you're offering those dental and vision plans if you're not offering them today. A couple things around Medicare Advantage. I get asked questions frequently related to how our plans stack up against Medicare Advantage and kind of how the two coordinate together. So many Medicare Advantage plans out in the market today, as everyone on this call knows, have embedded dental included as part of the medical plan, which is great. Again, we've talked about the importance of having folks covered on the dental plan. A couple things to keep in mind. Some of those Medicare Advantage plans can have some limitations related to benefits. They don't typically, or it's common for Medicare Advantage plans to not have a network. And so that member may not be getting the value of a discount. When we talk about the Ameritas standalone benefits, again, we've got more robust benefits that are specifically designed for folks that are either in that under 65 population or the over 65 population. We do not coordinate benefits. What I mean by that is that we will always pay as primary. So if someone has a Medicare Advantage plan and they've got a limited dental plan that's included in their MA, that's great. They can also enroll in an Ameritas plan. We're not going to reduce our benefits or coordinate benefits on something that may be covered under the MA. And then, of course, the extra value with the value of the discounts, right? We don't want members to be paying retail. Those members that are going to receive their services from an in-network provider are going to get the value of those negotiated rates, those discounts that we've negotiated, which can be anywhere from 25 to 50% below the standard charges that a dentist would bill a client. So just a couple of things to keep in mind compared when we talk about Medicare Advantage. I want to switch gears a little bit and talk about some of the tools that have been built to help you support your business. Excuse me. For those of you that are currently appointed through Western Marketing and currently have an agent number, we encourage you to go out to the producer portal if you have not already done so and sign up. There's some exciting things out on the portal, so things like being able to set up on EFT commissions, being able to view your in-force book of business, access to downloading your commission statements, access to ordering your client's ID cards, are just a few things that are available on our producer portal to help you manage your in-force. In addition to managing your book of business, we also have our marketing site. This is where we make all of our announcements. We keep all of our brochures out on the marketing site. We have all of our compliance approved information related to social media that is free for you to use in any of your marketing activities. So again, that marketing site can be accessed through the producer portal. Some additional support systems for you, the agent, that again are behind the scenes. We have a Sales Connect team. You see the number on the screen. We have both English speaking and Spanish speaking folks that are manning the phones. These folks are here to help you with website navigation, using your shopping URL if you're new to Ameritas and you have not sold a plan, any sort of navigation questions like that. This Sales Connect team is available for you and can be a valuable resource. As we get close to the end of our time here, I just want a quick summary here on some of the things that differentiate Ameritas from a coding and an enrollment perspective. First, a quick quote: the ability to enroll and quote and enroll in 3 minutes or less. We're not asking for any sort of personal information related to Social Security numbers or anything that might slow down the enrollment process. Zip code rated. We don't rate by age or gender. Plans for all ages. The primary member needs to be needs to be 18 years or older, but there's no maximum age. No waiting periods. We've talked about the value of that. Next day effective date, credit for prior coverage. We've talked about that. Electronic signatures. The enrollment process can be done completely online, completely over the phone. So you can assist your member collect the premium payment through ACH, through credit card, through EFT, all over the phone. Or if you want to send your enrollment link out to your client and have them self-serve, either way works for us. So just a couple things to keep in mind on the enrollment process. If you are not already appointed with us, excuse me, I urge you to reach out to the Western Marketing team. They are fantastic at the appointment process. So they can turn things around for you quickly. We just have a couple of pieces of paper for you to sign, and within a matter of days, we're going to send you back a welcome email. That welcome email will have your unique URL. Everything we do here from an enrollment perspective is done through a URL. So we are a paperless environment. That URL, again, you can enroll your members over the phone, or you can send out the email and have your clients self-serve. Okay, before we wrap up here, I wanted to make sure that you folks were aware of our bonus plan that we're going to be rolling out as of 9/1. So the bonus plan pays you $20 per eligible case for those dental cases that pay through EFT. We're going to pay you $10 for those cases that pay via credit card. So a little bit different based on EFT or credit card. We're also going to pay you $5 additional every time you write a vision case. The bonus program runs from September all the way through the end of December. To be eligible, we need to have these members paying at least 2 months of premium. So they need to be pay premium, be active for 2 months. And then we've got a minimum of 10 dental policies to qualify for the $20 or the $10 bonus, or a minimum of 10 vision policies to qualify for the $5 per case. But again, this is a per app bonus. We just want to make sure that we support you and give you everything you need to have a successful open enrollment period. So with that, we moved through that information quickly in about 30 minutes. I'm happy to take any questions, Tyler, if we want to do that. Again, if you're not appointed, I would strongly urge you to please reach out to the Western marketing folks. They can help you with the appointment process and get you up and running quickly.
All righty. Well, thank you so much, Todd. Certainly appreciate you running through that with us today. A lot of good information there. Looks like we do have one question at the moment. Sarah asked if we could get the slides emailed to everybody. Todd, I'll leave that up to you. Is that something that you're willing to share, or?
Of course. Yeah. Yeah, these slides are all compliance approved. There's nothing that's secret here. I'll send them off to Tyler and his team, and I'm sure his team can coordinate at distributing them the appropriate way. No problem.
All right, perfect. So as soon as I receive those from Todd, I will definitely get those out to you guys. Got another one coming in here. Eddie asks if there are differences in Massachusetts.
There are differences in the vision plan in Massachusetts, and let's see if I've got there is going to be a state variation in Massachusetts related to the dental. I will have that state. I can send you a Massachusetts brochure. How about that? The plan's going to look very similar, but there's going to be a small, just a very small benefit change. I don't have that off the top of my head, but I will make sure that I send Tyler a Massachusetts brochure, just so you have that in front of you.
That'll be perfect. And all this stuff can be also found in the agent portal, correct, Todd?
That is correct. Yep, everything is available in the agent portal. You've got it.
All righty. And then Marvin asked about implants.
Okay. Implants, I'm sorry, I don't want to make, so I know I'm scrolling through slides here and it's going to make people, so here is the coverage for implants. We're going to cover them on type 3 services. Again, no waiting period. So we're going to cover, I just happen to pick up our middle plan. If you want to, here's our senior product. I'll give you this as an example. There's no waiting period. We're going to cover them day 1 at 20%, and then we're going to cover them 50% after the first year. Now, keep in mind, if someone elects credit for prior coverage, I'm going to cover them at 50% on day 1. See that? Their coinsurance is going to be moved to the highest level. So there's where implants are covered. If they have credit for prior coverage, I'm going to give them 50% day 1.
All righty. Well, thanks again, Todd. Looks like that's the last question that we had. So once again, appreciate everybody taking time out of your day to be on this with us. Hope you found it beneficial. I definitely know I did. Looking forward to the enhancements to these products being released 1 week from today. Correct, Todd?
That is correct, on the 23rd. Absolutely.
All right. So 1 week from today, you'll be able to sell these new plans. I will be getting an email out to everybody here sometime today once I receive the slide deck from Todd and a couple other things. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out or to me or your marketer over here at Western Marketing. Our number is 800-852-7152. Again, that number is 800-852-7152. And since there's no more further questions, we'll give everybody back their morning and hope you all have a good rest of your day.
Great. Thank you very much. I appreciate everyone's time.
All right. Thanks so much, Todd.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.